Prologue, 1986. Monty was just like every other 13-year-old kid in his neighborhood. All he wanted to do was play basketball with his friends and enjoy life. Adrian, his little brother, followed him everywhere he went, and he welcomed his company. His mother, Monty Delgado, worked as a waitress and also cleaned hotel rooms, so she was gone most of the time. It was his job to keep his little brother safe. It was the beginning of spring, so the weather was nice enough for them to come outside without their jackets. Monty, Gary, and Erica, who were brother and sister, and Adrian were all engaged in a heated 2-on-2 basketball game when they were kicked off the court by some older kids. "Time for y'all to roll out, youngins," T-Mac announced. He was known drug dealer throughout the neighborhood, but barely of legal age himself. At only 16, he was pushing his wheels and had money to blow. "You are always on some bullshit, man," Monty retorted, tossing the ball aside. "Shut up, little nigga." "Man, fuck you," Monty replied before scurrying off the court. "Forget him, Monty," Gary asserted. "I got something that I want to show you anyway. Let's go back to your crib." Gary was the same age as Monty, and Erica was 1 year younger than both of them. Being though that she was the only girl, she was kind of a tomboy. "Come on, y'all," Monty told them as he grabbed his backpack from the ground. "Adrian," he called for his little brother. "Why do we gotta leave?" Adrian cried, grabbing the basketball. "I'll bring you back tomorrow, bro. I promise," Monty assured them. "Okay," Adrian replied. They all then exited the park, making their way back to Monty's home. It was only 4:30 p.m., so he knew that his mother wouldn't be home for another hour. Simon, his stepfather, would be the only one there, but at this time of the day, he knew that most likely he'd be passed out on the sofa from drinking. He wasn't allowed to have company over when his mom wasn't there, but he snuck them inside anyway. His mother had known both Gary and Erica their whole life, but the last time that they were home alone, they had almost burnt down the whole place. When they entered, they found Simon asleep on the sofa, snoring loudly. "He's loud as hell," Erica whispered. "Shh," Monty warned, motioning with his index finger for them to be very quiet. "Come on, let's go up to my room." They all then quietly followed him up the steps to his bedroom, and he quietly closed the door behind them all. Adrian rushed to turn on the television so that he could watch his favorite cartoon. "Your step-pop snore loud as shit," Gary stated as he took off his backpack. "Fuck him. What's so important that you couldn't show us outside?" Monty asked. "This right here," Gary responded as he pulled the semi-automatic .40 caliber handgun from his backpack. "Where the hell did you get that?" Monty asked, mesmerized by the shiny steel. "I stole it from my mom's boyfriend," he replied. "Ooh, mom's going to kill you," Erica teased. "Yeah, that's why she better not find out," he told her in a threatening tone of voice. "Let me see," Monty said, snatching the gun from his hand. Adrian had been oblivious to what was going on around him. He'd been too busy watching his own TV show. "Don't move. Freeze," Monty shouted, as if he was a cop, pointed the gun in the direction of his brother. Boom! The gun went off, leaving them all standing there frozen in their tracks. Monty dropped the gun to the floor. Boom! It went off once more. This time the bullet ricocheted off of the TV, hitting Adrian dead square in his forehead. "Oh my God! Oh my God!" Erica shouted, throwing her lunch up all over the floor. Monty dropped to his knees in disbelief. He sat there crying for his little brother and for what he had done. Gary quickly grabbed his bag and his sister and hurried out of the room. They sped past Simon as they made their way to the front door. "What was that?" Simon asked, opening the door to Monty's bedroom. "Oh Jesus, Monty, what did you do?" It wasn't my fault. It was an accident," he cried. Simon quickly picked up the phone, dialing 911. He then checked to see if Adrian had a pulse, but just by looking at him, he knew he was dead. After he hung up the phone with the police, he called the hotel where Carla was scheduled to be at work. Carla, her supervisor, called. "Phone for you." "Hello?" She answered wearily. What happened?" Simon, I'm on my way. She quickly ended the call, turning towards her supervisor. What's the matter, dear? Her supervisor asked. I have to go, Miss Priscilla. I'm sorry, but something has happened with one of my boys. Go ahead, dear. I'm not going to stop you from making sure that your child is okay, Miss Priscilla told her. Thank you so much. She then rushed for the hotel exit, hoping that she could get a taxi. 20 minutes later, Carla arrived in front of her home to find it swarming with police. She tossed the driver a $20 bill before making her exit. Her house had been cordoned off with yellow tape. As she got closer to the front door, she could feel it in her gut that something was terribly wrong. Looking to her left, she saw an officer escorting Monty to a squad car. All sorts of thoughts were running through her mind at this point, and she had no idea what was going on here. At this point, she was beginning to panic because she had yet to see Adrian. You can't come in here, man, one of the officers said, blocking her from entering through the front door. This is a crime scene, he went on to say. A crime scene? She retorted in confusion. I live here, let me go, she snapped, managing to bypass him into the foyer of the home, where she was met by a female detective. Are you Miss Delgado? She asked. Yes, I am. Can you please tell me what's going on here? She asked, tears now coming down her face. I think you should have a seat, ma'am. I don't fucking want to sit. I want someone to tell me what the hell is going on here, she barked, trying to look over their shoulders. Miss Delgado, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your son was shot tonight, the detective explained. Oh my God, shot? How? Where is he? She had so many questions. She pleaded for them to tell her where he was. He's deceased, ma'am. He was shot in the head. Oh my God, no, not my son, she cried, dropping to her knees. Why? Your son Betrayal was playing with a loaded gun when it discharged, striking your younger son in the forehead, she explained. Monty could hear his mother's cries from in the back seat of the squad car. He would never get the chance to tell her how sorry he was. That day, Carla had lost 2 sons. In her eyes, he'd taken her baby away from her, and she could never forgive him for that. She'd done nothing to make sure that he was straight. She just let the cops come and take him away. He knew that his brother's death was his fault, but he was hurting just as much as she was. He would never forget her words the day the judge had sentenced him to serve 7.5 to 15 years in prison. She told him, I hope you fucking rot in there. He was only 13 and was in desperate need of his mother, but the death of his brother had turned her heart cold towards him. That would be the last time he saw her face. Spring of 1986.